The Kursk Gambit, a turning point in the Russia-Ukraine war? August 2024. In a dramatic escalation of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, Ukrainian forces launched a major offensive in the Kursk region, aiming to weaken Russia's defenses and gain a strategic advantage. However, this offensive was unlike any before. While the Ukrainian army amassed a force of 30,000 troops, a more significant development unfolded: the covert involvement of NATO countries. This was not mere logistical support. NATO personnel, including military experts and active-duty soldiers from France, Poland, the UK, and Estonia, were directly embedded within the Ukrainian offensive units. They provided not only technical expertise but also commanded elements of the combat operations. This NATO involvement dramatically bolstered Ukraine's offensive capabilities, placing unprecedented pressure on Russia. The intervention was no spur-of-the-moment decision. NATO countries had been cultivating deep ties with Ukraine through various channels, fostering extensive collaboration in military equipment and tactical planning. In the Kursk battle, the Ukrainian army deployed a vast array of NATO-supplied weaponry, including advanced armored vehicles, artillery, and air defense systems. These battle-tested, high-performance weapons significantly enhanced Ukraine's combat effectiveness. Russia's response: faced with this complex situation, Russia was forced to recalibrate its strategy. To prevent civilian casualties, a large-scale evacuation of Kursk residents was swiftly initiated. Official figures indicate that at least 76,000 residents were relocated to safer areas, creating a clearer battlefield for a Russian counteroffensive. The counteroffensive unleashed. On the night of August 11th, the Russian Army Aviation launched a massive air assault on Ukrainian troop concentrations in the Kursk region. Ka-52 helicopters, armed with devastating S-8 rockets, obliterated multiple Ukrainian armored formations and vehicle convoys. The S-8 rockets, known for their immense destructive power, inflicted significant damage, catching the enemy off guard. Simultaneously, Russian T-72B3M tanks demonstrated their formidable combat prowess. Equipped with powerful 125mm cannons, these tanks effortlessly decimated Ukrainian heavy armor. The relentless tank assault inflicted heavy losses on the advancing Ukrainian armored columns, reportedly destroying over 50 vehicles and severely hindering the offensive. In addition to tanks and helicopters, Russia unleashed the Tornado-S multiple rocket launcher system. This system can rapidly saturate vast areas with high-explosive munitions. In Kursk, Tornado-S rockets delivered precision strikes against Ukrainian armored columns, crippling their offensive power and forcing a reassessment of their deployment. NATO's enduring role. Despite the effectiveness of the Russian counteroffensive, NATO personnel continued to play a pivotal role in the Ukrainian war effort. Their presence prevented the complete collapse of the Kursk offensive, compelling Russia to deploy further reinforcements to the region. Escalation and uncertainty. The Russian counteroffensive, while temporarily stemming the Ukrainian advance, did not achieve a decisive victory. NATO's involvement has entangled the conflict, forcing Russia to consider the potential for further escalation with each move. The Kursk battlefield has become more than a clash between Russia and Ukraine. It is a high-stakes arena for a multinational power struggle. To regain momentum, NATO intensified its military aid to Ukraine, providing more advanced weaponry and tactical support. France and the UK even dispatched additional military advisors to assist in devising more effective combat strategies. This comprehensive support enabled the Ukrainian forces in Kursk to maintain a semblance of an offensive, despite the increasingly unfavorable battlefield conditions. Meanwhile, Russia's internal war mobilization efforts intensified. Recognizing the need for greater resources to secure victory in Kursk, Russia initiated a broader nationwide mobilization, calling up numerous reserve units and deploying them to the front lines. This included reinforcements of T-72B3M tanks, S-400 air defense systems, and advanced electronic warfare equipment. The fighting in Kursk has grown increasingly intricate, with both sides constantly adapting their tactics. While Russia holds a certain advantage in manpower and equipment, the tenacity of the Ukrainian forces, coupled with NATO's ongoing involvement, makes the outcome uncertain. Although Russia has managed to contain the Ukrainian offensive through tactical maneuvers, it has not yet achieved a decisive breakthrough. A protracted conflict and global implications, the combined actions of Ukraine and NATO have extended the timeline of the war. Russia continues to strengthen its defensive posture in the region. As time passes, the battlefield dynamics become more complex, with each side seeking a decisive advantage. The ramifications of the conflict extend far beyond the immediate theater of operations. NATO's direct involvement has transformed the Russia-Ukraine war from a bilateral dispute into a frontline in a broader geopolitical contest. The battle for Kursk may be just one chapter in this larger war, but its repercussions could reshape the geopolitical landscape of Europe and the world. An unwritten future, the ultimate outcome of the Kursk battle remains undetermined as of the fall of 2024. However, it is clear that the victor will profoundly impact the trajectory of the entire Russia-Ukraine war. Russia's ability to hold Kursk will directly influence its fate in the conflict, while the level of continued NATO support for Ukraine remains a critical factor. The future course of the war promises to be increasingly complex and unpredictable. The Battle of Kursk stands as a pivotal moment in history, its significance undeniable.